Namaskar. How are you, my dear friends? Before we begin, let me ask you the well-being of yours. How are you? What's going on? Is there any creative activity in your life? Are you leading a life which is away from the established norms or a routine of the society, living the same day again and again and call it as life, the same old thoughts, the same actions? It really surprises me, people who work for more than 40-50 years in the same profession or in the same business, doing the same thing again and again, be a part of the rigmarole of life. Anyhow, unless you question, you cannot find anything in life. Unless you doubt your life, not suspicion. Doubt is different from suspicion. To be suspicious about the activities of your spouse or to children or your neighbor or your colleagues, that is a small thing, very childish activity. Doubt is different. Doubt is to question your activities, to question your own existence, and to question your behavior, to question the decisions which you take in a situation. And you say, why did I choose that judgment? Why did I act like that? Now, anyhow, we are all born as human beings. How much of humanity is there in us? Again, that is a $1 trillion question. Now, this is a great opportunity because from time immemorial, people have been labeling human life as the most significant and noblest of all. Why is it so? Let us discuss today. Is it because of the ability of this species, the human being or Homo sapiens, which they have the ability to learn, they have the ability to inquire into the nature of reality and nature of living? Or is it the ability of a person to control himself, to tame that inner beast? Because even man does so many beastly activities. To give an example, same thing comes to my mind, waging a war just to achieve his dream, just to fulfill his dream. There is so much of cruelty in man. Animals are nothing. Animals are very, very inferior to human being when it comes to the amount of violence, the extent of violence, the magnitude of violence or cruelty mankind can produce or unleash on their fellow beings, same species. See, in the last 3,000 years of human civilization, a very well recorded civilization, very well recorded, documented culture, man fought more than 5,000 wars. Leave about battles. You know the difference between a battle and a war. It depends on the magnitude and the size of damage that is caused and the number of days they fought. A battle, a skirmish is a very small affair in the sense the agitation or the scuffle, the clash between the groups, it continues only for a few hours or maybe for a few days. Whereas war is a prolonged affair. It may continue for a few weeks or months, and you know very well, because you all read history in schools and colleges, man had fought for more than 5 years continuously. First World War, Second World War. And you'll be surprised to know, this I gathered information, in the Second World War, man or mankind, they destroyed themselves to the extent of 7.5 crores of people. They were killed, had been killed without any mercy. Just when Germany occupied Poland, within 6 weeks of time where the war raged, 20 lakhs of youth were killed. This is the size and magnitude of destruction that we see. This is all done by mankind. So that's the reason I said we are all born as human beings, and how much of humanity is there in us. For very small thing we become violent. By nature I feel man is violent. Now there are three basic characteristics in us, in mankind. They are, the first one is mortality. Now we are all mortals. Means we are not going to be here on this earth forever. If we are lucky and if we are not attacked by any disease, or because this body is prone to so many diseases and illnesses. So if we are lucky, we may survive for 60 plus years. Otherwise, there are so many instances where people die very early. So mortality, we are all die, eventually we are going to perish. So we are here on this earth as visitors. We are visitors basically, and who we are going to be here for a few decades, and we must find out, as the life is very short in comparison to the life of cosmos, the size of the cosmos and the universe. We are we are the tiniest beings on earth, I would say. So in this short span of time, we have to live harmoniously. If we do not live in harmony, something is wrong with our psyche. So everything is wrong with our existence itself when we cannot live in harmony peacefully. So man has been fighting with his fellow beings, with nature, just to prove that he has the energy, he is the mightiest on earth or whatever. Now to establish that he is superior to others, he wages wars. To conquer a piece of land or to confiscate a piece of property or maybe treasure, he doesn't mind killing hundreds and thousands. So the very word humanity and mankind, I always laugh at the word mankind. Where is the kindness? The word kind is there attached to man, but where is the kindness? There is no kindness at all. So basically human beings are violent, highly greedy, selfish. The second quality that we see after mortality is animality. There is an animal, a beast in us. Now this beast has to be tamed. Now a lion is there that is also beastly. It is very cruel, but compared to the cruelty of human being, the cruelty of animals is nothing, insignificant rather, very minuscule, very, very small. So the animal in us has to be tamed, and how to tame this animal? It is just with the help of education, by developing proper behavior, by exploiting these 5 senses which are there in the body. That's the reason education is nothing but the exploitation, the proper positive exploitation of senses, and to make this person, human being, how to use his eyes, ears, nose, sense of touch, and this brain and the thought. As I said, the senses are attached to the brain, and the brain in turn, when it is associated with the thought, it becomes mind. Now above all, not only this, we have consciousness, we have awareness. Consciousness is the driving force behind all these things. In the sense, consciousness gives energy and strength to, and the characteristics to all these senses, the 5 sensory organs, and also the brain. Are you getting it, sir? It is expansion and what you call it as the vigor, the energy that is given to all these senses. From where do they derive this energy? The source is consciousness. It is expansion and modification of consciousness which results in the formation of all these multitude of different kinds of flora and fauna that you see. It is unfolding of the consciousness which results in things, or both living and non-living, that you see around in this universe. So the second quality that we talk about is animality. The animal, the beast in us, has to be tamed with the help of education. We come to that later in some other video. Now third quality which we see is rationality. That is to use our mind very sensibly, connecting cause and effect, means to see things, to explore things, to perceive things with the help of cause and effect. See, everything has a cause in this universe. Nothing has come about just mechanically or haphazardly. It is a very systematic evolution, systematic evolving of all forms of creation. So rationality is nothing but application of reason, and reason is something which is a combination of cause and effect. I mean, you see things, you see and you judge a situation or a condition based upon its origin and its impact. Let me give one small example. Now there is some light somewhere, for example. What does it mean? You say that somebody has lighted it, that's the reason you are seeing the light. Without being lighted, there cannot be any light at all. Similarly, when there is light, it illuminates. So light is the cause, illumination is the effect. Like that, it is a chain reaction. Everything is intertwined and interlinked. Cause leads to effect. Effect in turn becomes cause, and it produces another effect. You got it? So these three qualities which are there in us, mortality, we have nothing to do with mortality, we die, that's it. So nothing to fear about, death also. We come, the two ends of the thread. If birth is one end, death is the other end of it. So nothing to fear about. When we are here, we are bound to leave this place. The second thing, as I said, the beast has to be tamed properly. When you tame this beast completely, then that human, that humanity, that humaneness, it comes out. And the third thing, as I said it, let us at least be rational and think logically. Logic is nothing but connecting cause and effect very effectively. So let us all become human beings and be at least rational, not orthodox, not very idiotic and foolish in our perceptions and judgments, or instinctive and emotional. With this, we put an end to this and continue this in our next discussion. If you have, please comment about it. If something is missing in this, let us discuss further. Namaskar.